And welcome, my lovers of love. We are here to record this week's Daily Doses. One of these days, we're going to have to get like 2 weeks ahead, I swear to God, so we can always have a week in the can. But we are not yet that organized. To be honest, I'm not that organized to begin with, so we've got two things to do. We have to get that organized, but I have to get that organized. Anyway.
I didn't know you wanted it.
Well, we're going to have to. Well, it's just a matter of, it's not wanting to, it's having to, realistically. If we want to do these things, it's not a matter of it's not a matter of wanting to. It's the realities of production.
I see.
The realities of professional production, and that way it gives me so I can take a week off without having to go and record a whole nother. You get yourself a couple weeks ahead, so you're working. You always got 5 in the can, so if something happens, you don't have to. You've got a week saved up.
Oh,
Essentially, is what it is. You just want to keep.
your hair's over the mic.
No, that's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
All right. So, but we can double check just to make sure. The mic is working. All right. Yeah. So we're just here to record daily doses. Since nobody is watching, I'm not going to go ahead and tell you to go ahead and type some questions in the comments, and we're happy to answer them. But we'll do that anyway. We'll answer them next time if you do leave questions. Or you can send us questions at love@latenightLove.us, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JazzRack. All right. That's enough, close enough to a regular show. We're not doing that. So, what are we doing first here, my love?
Okay. Let's see. We're going to go through them again.
Okay, go through them slow so I can.
Okay, what is an ideal first job?
That's out of our area. You maybe mark it for something if we have to kill some time in a regular show, but that's not a daily dose thing.
What is the one thing that can make our day better?
Okay, we can keep that one.
You want to do that one?
We'll keep it. I don't know if we want to do it today.
Okay. What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
That's a good one.
Do you want to do that today?
Sure.
Okay, we have the President of the United States question.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
How can you make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
Can we just say that?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do that today?
We'll put it over into the to-do list. Yeah.
Okay. Is it better to be a leader or a follower?
That's. No, I don't want to do that one.
How do you define courage?
That's a good one.
What if you regret a choice you made?
Okay.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, we'll have to add something to it, but yeah, we'll put it over into the things to do.
What makes a good teacher?
Keep it, but not today.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, and I just added the question. That the
Do you want to do that one today?
the Dear Lobby. Yeah, let's do that one as a daily dose.
Okay, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
That gets us to Tuesday next week.
Okay.
We'll have to do another 5 sometime this week. Okay, so we'll get ahead. All right, but let's do these 5.
Okay, which one do you want first?
I'm not sure I care.
Okay, what if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
Okay. All right, so let's go over here. Sound check.
Sound check. Sound check.
Hey, we did a real sound check that time. It was too hard to work trying to figure out how to get you to say something with that.
Just not feeling it, huh?
Sound check.
Sound check.
Yeah, see, there we go. Sounds working. All right. Oh, if anybody's out there watching, you want to ask a question, if you have a daily dose suggestion, type it in the comments and we'll consider taking it. You can always send us, let me put that banner up for people who may want to send us an email. We have to figure out how to set that up so they can send an anonymous letter so they don't have to have like their own email. I mean, yeah, people can use a throwaway email or something, but we should figure that out. I mean, I think they can use the website and just use a contact. It doesn't require leaving an email address, I don't think. Anyway, we'll deal with that later.
Put it on the list.
All right. So what do we got? We ready?
Ready?
My eyes are bugging me today. All right. Okay.
What if you aren't feeling joy anymore? Redo that.
The crackle of the voice. Yeah, we apologize for all that.
La, la, la. Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, recording is not always a pleasant experience. These things. All right, ready?
Ready. What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
Well, I suppose it's time for you to take a deep. Now I screwed it up. I knew what I wanted to say, and then the words came out backwards. I got dyslexic speaking. Excuse me. All right.
What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
Well, if you're not feeling joy, I suppose you have to take the time. God damn it! I need to do this. My mouth ain't working. My brain is working. It's just not translating. The brain is working.
Good, 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 good.
Well, apparently half of the brain is working. Oh! Okay. All right.
What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
Well, if you're not feeling joy, you have to kind of figure out why. And that's going to take some introspection. And, maybe it's just one of those things. Sometimes you're not always going to be happy. You're not always going to feel joy. Maybe you're in a transition. Maybe you're just kind of stuck in a rut. And there's 100 reasons why you might kind of feel that way. And the only way you're going to get out of it is time. It's going to blow by as long as you continue just to kind of do your thing, because it is what it is, especially right now with the world all stressed out and so much change. Now, if there's a reason, maybe it's depression, maybe you've had trauma in your life, or there's a solid reason you understand why you're having a loss of joy, and then you have to decide what to do about that. Do you have to go back and make sure you went through the mourning process? Maybe you short-circuited your mourning process, and your inner psyche is telling you need to deal with this now. It's time. It's time to deal with this. And maybe you're in a transition in your life. Maybe you've become somebody bigger, better. And so the things that you used to, to do, to draw joy from your life, they no longer give you joy because you're no longer that same person. And so the trick is to find what will now bring you joy in your life. And that's, exciting. If you look at it that way, it's an exciting potential. Try skydiving. Who knows? I'm not actually suggesting skydiving. Just want to be clear. But, look outside your normal box. Maybe it's time to look outside the bubble you've been living in. Maybe it's your psyche's way of telling you it's time to expand your horizons. It's time to look at new areas. Maybe you're perfectly fine as a human being. That's the problem. Now you've become stale. It's time to move on. It's time to try new adventures. Or maybe it's time for a good cry. That's the hard part of life. It's hard to know until you take the time and genuinely get to know yourself. And to get to know yourself, you have to love yourself. And that is your daily dose of love. That was a short one, but I was either going to go much longer or I was
going to start repeating yourself.
Yeah, we'll have to have a short one. We won't hurt. It wasn't that short. It was 2:38.
Okay, what number are we on? 180.
Sometimes I think I should do a dry run. Pick a topic that we're not actually going to use and just do a dry run to get my head in the game.
That's an idea.
Or we're going to have to stop doing the short circuit and have to give myself more time to get in the game. What was the thing?
What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
No more done. Yeah, let's call it right. Not feeling joy. All right. Here.
Beets? Beets? What if you aren't feeling joy anymore?
Well, if you're not feeling joy, you have to kind of figure out why. And that's going to take some introspection.
Okay, that works.
And, maybe it's just one of those. All right, so let's do the next one while I was doing this thing. Okay, what's next?
How can you make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
So we've done bad days. Hold on, let me show you something. Okay, we have done bad day, but it was 49. So I think we're good.
Okay.
See, I do remember we've done this one before. So, but you have to. Okay, how long ago did we do it? Okay, it was 49. All right, so and we're at 180, so that's half a year ago. We're good.
Cool.
But I remember. So the problem is, I remember most of the ones that we've done, and so we're going to start repeating just because, even if not in detail, at least kind of framing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We may frame it differently, but kind of the generic question is going to be the same.
Yeah.
There's no way to stop us from doing that. It's not possible. Nor should we. We have to, topics need to be covered more than once.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. Okay.
How can you make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
Well, that's an individual question. I guess you have to understand what makes you have a little bit better day. There's no universal answer. Some people, a cup of hot chocolate in the morning, instead of a cup of coffee, something a little special, could help you kind of change your attitude. And other people just kind of have to accept that you're going to have a bad day, and it seems to help. I can give an explanation. The other day I was headed off to pick you up, and it took me 20 extra minutes to get out the house. Every little thing that could go wrong was going wrong, and at some point I just said, well, this is just going to be one of them days where little stuff is just constantly going wrong. You just have to accept it. And the moment I accepted it, I found the thing I was looking for, and the rest of the day actually went off without a hitch. And so rather than your mental state actually continuing to add on to the day, you accept that the day's not going to be as well as you would like. You kind of, accept fate. And the day doesn't go as bad as you think it was because you're not contributing to it. Your poor attitude, your expectations, you're not accidentally making your own day worse. Because that's kind of what happens, is you accidentally make your own day worse. You're expecting the other shoe to drop, so you're looking for the other shoe to drop, and guess what's going to happen? You're not going to notice the stairwell that you're going to trip down. It's just you're looking in the wrong spots for the wrong things, and you trip over your own 2 feet because you're not paying attention where you're walking. These are the things that happen. And so don't make it worse. Do whatever you can to improve your own outlook. If the day is going to go bad, the day is going to go bad regardless of kind of how your attitude through it. So try to have the best attitude you can. And it's not easy, trust me. I was getting frustrated, and it was that, okay, I'm starting to get frustrated. I have to nip that in the bud. So I'm just going to accept that this is just going to be one of those days. And it wasn't. Life's like that sometimes. It's not always a linear shot. Just because you're expecting the day to be bad doesn't mean it will. You can control some of it. You can at least control your reaction to it. You don't have to make it worse because, us humans, we do have a nasty habit of making a bad day worse. So focus on not making it worse. Keep your head up, keep your chin up. It is what it is. Tomorrow will be a better day. Go to bed early. Love yourself a little bit. And if it really was a bad day, just go to bed early. Love yourself a little bit. And try again tomorrow. Because ultimately, that's all you can do. And that is your daily dose of love. There we go.
Okay.
Not sure that was a better answer, but whatever. They're not all can't be.
181.
Okay. What was it again? God damn it, I've been tired all day.
How can you make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
All right. What's next?
What if you regret a choice you made? What if you regret a choice you've made?
Well, I guess it's going to have to kind of determine what the choice is. I mean, what your regret is, because there's not a simple answer. If it's a relatively small thing and you regret it, you kind of deal with it. Hold on. We may have to phrase that because I'm not sure what I'm answering.
What if you regret a life choice you made?
Okay. All right. You ready?
Okay. What if you regret a life choice you made?
Well, it's very tempting for us to look back in our lives and see those crossroads where we've chose left instead of right and say, you know, I should have chosen right. But there's no guarantee that going down that other path would have led to a better life. It would have led to something better. You know, you could have ended up in essentially the same spot, or even worse. You know, the problem was, if there was a problem to where you're at, the problem wasn't the choice you made. The problem was you navigating that choice. I mean, very few of us can actually go back and look and say, that was a single choice. That choice was what created the chain of events. Because we could have stopped that chain of events anywhere. We could have gotten off that road many, many times. So it's not that initial choice is the problem. It's the mindset we had when we made the choice that's the problem. And if you didn't change that, you weren't going to get anywhere different. You were never going to choose that other path. And so don't look back and say, I regret I should have chosen to go to law school instead of medical school. Right? Both of those things could be good. You could be a perfectly competent doctor, but you know, you're sitting there as a doctor, and you wish you would have gone to law instead. But you may be, if you've gone to law school, you may be sitting there having the exact same thought as you're sitting there in law, going writing books. Man, I should have gone and been a dentist. There's no guarantee that being that lawyer was actually what you wanted, because you were a different person then. You're a different person now, and if you went back or became the lawyer now, there's no guarantee that the lawyer is what you want. Because you're going back and you're not thinking about where you are now and what you want now. You're thinking about then, who you were then. And so in a sense, it's a fool's errand. What you want to decide is, okay, I'm here now. Yes, I made all those decisions in my life, and they are part of who I am. And I can't change them, because you can't. They are what they are. And so, learning from them is your goal. Not ignoring them, not wishing you weren't there. You're learning from them so you can move on. Because that regret is like an anchor. It chains you to all those times that you don't want to be chained to anymore. That's why you regret them, because, it's a big ball of chains, a big heavy weight that you're just lugging around. Stop lugging it around. Put it away. You're done with it. You've learned. You can put it away. Every now and again, you open up the thing, you look at it, you relearn some lessons, because, we're humans. We have to reimagine our past, make sure we've learned our lessons. It's because we'll have different perspectives. But put it away. Once you've learned from that, put it away. Because regret will only hold you back. Look forward. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? Loving yourself is the most important thing you can do. And that is your daily dose of love. I didn't know how to end that one. I got stuck trying to find an ending. I couldn't find one.
I thought you did well.
Well, but for the last 30 seconds, I'm trying to figure out how to get to end this stupid thing.
I couldn't tell.
How do I end it? Yeah, I was stuck. I didn't know how to end it.
That was 182.
Oh, why am I tired? All right. Life choice regret. Not feeling joy. Save episode. Oh. Oops. Jazz percent Lubby. That's not this. That's not what I meant.
Jazz percent Lovey.
I was trying to type Jazz and Lubby, but it came out. I typed Jazz percent Lubby. No, that's not what I meant. That's not right. Okay. There. Today's is, and I still got to finish promotion, but it's posted. All right.
Okay.
Okay. A new episode. Record.
Okay, next one is how do you define courage?
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. How do you define courage?
Well, courage has many manifestations. I'll be careful how I want to define this. It manifests itself in many ways. So when you define courage, it's not doing something stupid. You know, a lot of people think, jumping out of an airplane is essentially courage. Well, I don't think it's necessarily courage. It may take some courage to jump out of an airplane, but it's not necessarily courage. Some drunk guy jumping off a building into a swimming pool. Is that courageous or is that just stupid? That's stupid. That's not courageous. But some people would think it's courageous, but it's not. What's courageous is getting up every day despite the storm of negativity that lives in your head. Courage is getting up every day despite the fact that you're going to be in pain most of the day. Getting up every day, against the waves of, human nature is courage for many of us. There's no... I want to start over. So I changed where I was going with it. All right, let's try this again. Man, I've done more retakes today than I think we've ever done. Well, not No,
no, not ever.
well, we've done a lot in one. We've done like we screwed up one repeatedly, but we haven't done a month where we've done 1, 2 here, 3 here, 2 here.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, we did one like it took us freaking 20 tries, but but we haven't done where we've had to do a whole bunch of different ones. Anyway.
How?
See what I mean? Just one of those days. How do we deal with a bad day? Just accept it.
Just accept it for what it is. Okay, try it again.
I mean, it's less annoying than the other ones we've had, I suppose.
How do you define courage?
Well, courage has many manifestations. And what we have to be careful is, when we talk about courage, is let's not confuse stupidity with courage. You know, there's lots of people do lots of things that kind of superficially appear courageous, but they're not really courageous. They're just dumb. You know, young men have a tendency to do this. They show off. They have a tendency to try to show off, and it kind of looks courageous superficially. But you know, as you mature a little bit, you go, "Well, that's just stupid." You know, high school boys and young college age boys. That's the group where does things that kind of appear courageous, but ultimately look stupid. But what's really courageous is the day-to-day things. You know, the damaged people who get up every day and face life. The people who've experienced massive trauma, but yet raise their children properly, despite the fact that they've experienced psychological damage. And, you know, the world probably wouldn't blame them so much if they weren't great human beings, but they are. That's courage. People who are suffering from depression, but get up and go to work. That's courage. You know, all those little things that we don't see every day, those are the courage. That's real courage. Yeah, it probably takes some courage for an astronaut to strap himself onto a rocket and, you know, get blasted off into space. Yeah, that's courage as well. But that's, I don't know. That's like a race car type courage. You know, it's who they are. It's part of them. If they're not doing that, they're not happy. So in a sense, it's not really courage. Much courage is the things that people do every day that take all kinds of energy that they don't know they have. They're afraid of the world, but yet they go out into it. You know you're going to get up and you have to face pain all day long, but you do it. That's courage. People who, despite your political views, go out and walk down the streets, carry signs, rationally talk to people. That's courage. You know, life is hard and it's dangerous. And we can be hurt easily. You know, the human animal is easily hurt, but that's not the hurt we actually care most about. We protect ourselves emotionally far more than we protect ourselves physically. And it's those people who have been damaged yet continue to function. That is the courage we should spend more time honoring. Love yourselves. We love you here. And that is the Daily Dose of Love. There you go.
Nice one, honey. Okay, we got one more.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we had it with a fun one, so that's cool. Okay. Ah. I don't know why I'm tired. I take
Okay,
nothing but sleep.
I need to depersonalize this.
Okay, what is it?
How can I keep my feelings in check while casually seeing somebody sexually?
Well, how can somebody just change it to somebody?
How can somebody, okay.
No, wait, we got a question.
All right.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Sorry, Sean, I didn't catch you there. 10:29. I was. What were we doing 10 minutes ago?
We were doing, how can you make yourself feel better if you're having a bad day?
That must have been the one before that.
How do you, the one before that? What if you aren't feeling joy anymore? How do you define courage?
Life choice regret, maybe?
What if you regret a life choice you made? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't define it. That was an issue.
Yeah.
We needed it defined.
All right. So we got this one?
Yep, let's do it.
Or he caught us talking about what topics, and he's caught this one coming up. It's hard to know. He left, so it's...
Oh.
Because, well, my screen wasn't... Despite having 3 screens, my StreamYard wasn't up. Trello was above it, so I didn't see that he had asked a question. All right. That's what I get for trying to keep up, doing 2 things. My Trello was supposed to be up here.
Uh-oh.
See, realistically, that should be up there. Even though I can't read it up there anymore. All right.
How can somebody keep their feeling... Huh?
I double clicked. Let's try it again. Sorry. Screwed that up. Screwed the entrance of that one. I fucked that one all up. My finger fucked it all up.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
How can somebody keep their feelings in check while casually seeing someone sexually?
I'm not sure it's possible. I mean, if it's a 1 or 2 time thing, sure. But anybody you would want to repeatedly engage in intimate relations with is fundamentally relationship material, at least on some level, because otherwise you wouldn't want to go back to them. Now, maybe there's a poison pill, but, human feelings are a funny thing. They can't be predicted. And if you're repeatedly intimate with somebody, the chances that you're going to develop some type of emotional connection grow each and every time. You're essentially rolling the dice every time. You are building a connection. Whether you want to or not, you are building a connection. And maybe there's a poison pill. Maybe you can keep yourself emotionally detached. I'm not sure how to do that on any consistent basis. And I wouldn't encourage it. I'm not a prude. Knock yourselves out. Go float your boats. But understand that it comes with a consequence that you might become emotionally attached. That's the consequence. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. These things have to be considered. It's a risk. Emotional attachment is a risk, and you have to consider it. Now, can you, with mindfulness and reminding yourself all the time that you don't particularly like this person, I suppose you can, engage in that activity with somebody who is dislikable and you just don't want to spend much time with them, but that doesn't make sense.
Why would you want to have sex with them?
Are you that desperate for a good time that you're willing to spend it with someone you don't want to spend time with? If that's the case, you have a deeper issue. You have an issue of loneliness, an issue of fear of abandonment, something that needs to be dealt with. So, have fun, but just be aware that there's no way to completely avoid that risk. It's just not possible. You are playing with fire. And can it be done? Yes, it can. Especially if you manage your time. If you know hey, it's a summertime fling. Yes, if you're going to have a summertime fling, yeah, you can do a summertime fling. You're going to feel some emotion at the end of it, but it's not going to be that deep. You'll feel hurt for a week or two, and you'll move on. You start going deeper than that, longer than that, you're playing with fire. And there's another thing to consider. What about the other person? Are you running around causing pain for your own
immediate gratification?
I was trying to think of a pleasant way to say that. Yeah, but are you causing pain because you're not paying attention? Yeah. Loving yourself and loving other people go hand in hand. And that is your daily dose of love.
Okay. We need to sign off.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a good answer for that one. Knock yourselves out, have fun. I'm not against it. It's just, it's, if you think you can do it without
I've never been able to.
Without the potential consequences, well, I think it can be done. It's just, long term, man, you're playing with fire.
That was 184.
Yeah, what was it again? That was a long one. I have to figure out a different.
Feelings in check.
Casual sex feeling in. Yeah, I got no problem. Knock yourselves out. It's just, understand the risks. All right. I think that is it for this week session. We will see you guys Saturday night, if we don't see you before that. But we will see you Saturday night. I don't know. I think we have something on schedule, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So it is what it is. You can send me a tweet at JazzRack. You can contact You can contact Lubby at love@latenightandlove.us, and we always like to have Dear Lubby letters. And we will talk to you guys later. Good night, and love everybody.
Good night.